Fog wraps the roofs in fading light. City hums low beneath my feet. Your ghost leans back beside my shadow. Cold hands rest where you used to be. We laughed and have word, trembling breath between us. I waited for courage, it never came. I should have called it love. Night rain hid the truth on my tongue. Empty doorways knew more than you did. Photograph shaking in my late hands. I should have called it love. We said just friends, I told more. Your touch stayed one soft second long. You pulled your coat tight that last night. You walked off fast, I stayed still. You're back in the mist, I stayed silent. I waited for courage, it froze hard. I should have called it love. Quiet rooms hold the words I buried. Unreturned calls ring through my chest. You didn't come back, my fault always. I should have called it love. Cafe lights dim like tired stars above. Your fingers brush mine, then slip free. My voice broke down in my dry throat, but we both let love die quietly beat. Afraid to wake its fragile sleep, too late to learn how to speak. Now the streets blur with night rain. Your name falls soft, a cracked prayer. If I had spoken just once true, I would have held you longer than dreams. I should have called it love. Each word of burns holes through the dark. Fading light drips down these tall walls. My fault, this ache no time can touch. I carry our silence like a vow. I should have called it love. In this cold wind, I whisper your name alone. sky hangs low above the pier. Cold hands wrap round a useless cup. Night rain smells like late summer smoke. Fading light bleeds out on the waves. Your quiet absence sits beside me tonight. Every unspoken word grows sharp and loud. We lost what we never named. Silence grew tall between our mouths. Photographs shaking in my tired hands. I waited, you didn't come back home. We lost what we never named. We walk so close, never touch truth. Your laugh hit that small trembling breath. Each glance stopped short of the edge. My fault, I let the fear rule. If I had spoken, would you have stayed? Or would my one word break us? We lost what we never named. Empty doorways hold your fading shape. Street lights blur where your eyes once shone. I waited, night answered with more silence. We lost what we never named. I hear us talk in quiet rooms. Half words haunt these long narrow halls. We became strangers in our own story. Too late to turn back that page. Love did not die. It hid afraid. We let the fear be more than love. Now I trace ghosts through our old streets. Each step echoes what I never said. Your shadow walks just out of reach. I would have held you longer than fear. We lost what we never named. Fading light drowns where you once stood. Cold hands clutch all the days I ruined. I waited, you chose the safer distance. My fault, I chose silence over pain. We lost what we never named. In the end, fear found us before love did. Fading light on the old cafe glass. Your empty chair holds your last smile. Cold hands wrapped tight around my cup. Photographs shaking inside my tired mind. If I had spoken, would you have stayed? I taste each lost word on trembling breath. I would have held you longer if fear had not closed my throat. Night rain runs down the same window. Love unclaimed slipped through our quiet hands. I would have held you longer walked slow under pale city lights, side by side, never saying the name. Every soft touch stopped short of truth. I waited, you didn't come back. If I had spoken, would you have turned? Your fading shadow asked me that each night. I would have held you longer, while your eyes searched mine for courage. Empty doorways keep our last silence. Love unclaimed froze between our cold hands. I would have held you longer. The room stays full of what we hid. Unreturned calls ring inside my chest. We lost us by never daring love. Ghost sits quiet across the table. Too late hangs heavy in the stale air. My fault echoes softer with each breath. Now days blur, but that touch stays sharp. Our near goodbye still hums in the glass. We broke apart without a single word. A name you love with no one here. I would have held you longer through fading light and the night rain if I had spoken when you were here. Love unclaimed became the wound I carry. I walk alone past all our quiet rooms. I would have held you longer. In this still cafe, I finally say I loved you. In this still cafe, I finally say I loved you. I sit where you once sat. Your ghost stirs in the steam. Cold hands wrap round this cup. Every laugh you left here still trembles inside me. Every word we swallow hangs heavy in air. I loved you in the silence, fading light on your tired smile. Photograph shaking in my small hands. My fault was keeping my trembling breath. I loved you in the silence. We walked slow through empty doorways once. Eyes met then slipped like wet leaves. I waited for you to speak. You waited for me to move. Every held back truth grew sharp between us. Every quiet night pulled us further apart. I loved you in the silence. Streetlights blurred on your wet lashes. Unreturned calls echo through quiet rooms. Too late to ask you to stay. I loved you in the silence. Under that star-heavy sky we froze. Autumn leaves whispered around our feet. Your eyes said, please, mine stay close. If fear speaks louder, love dies unheard. You turned, the dark took your shape. I stood there mute with breaking ribs. Now this chair across from me stays empty. I trace circles where your hands once rested. If I had spoken just one word, I would have held you longer than this ache. I loved you in the silence. Night rain taps time I can't rewind. The space you left hums like a wound. My fault, I chose the safer ruin. Too late to mend that fading light. I loved you in the silence. Your name lives quiet between my slow breaths now. Night rain runs down this stained glass pane. Cold hands wrap round a dying cup. Your name hangs soft in my throat. Quiet rooms echo what we never said. I waited there while the fading light trembled. You didn't come back across that small silence. I loved you quietly and lost you. Photograph shaking in my unsure hands. Empty doorways where our eyes once met. If I had spoken, would you have stayed? I loved you quietly and lost you. I see your smile when no one looked. The soft half laughs kept just for me. Our fingers brushed then pulled away slow. My fault, I hid behind my fear. I waited again as the night rain gathered. You didn't come back through that dark silence. I loved you quietly and lost you. Streetlights blurred like your unread signs. Unreturned calls rang out in my chest. If I had spoken, I'd have held you longer. I loved you quietly and lost you. One wet night I stood at your door, trembling breath, time with a storm. Your eyes searched mine, found nothing clear. The right words drowned in a look, not a word. Now quiet rooms keep your almost touch. Fading light draws you on each wall. Too late to cross that widening space. I live with the truth I never said. I loved you quietly and lost you. Each missed word still falls like night rain. Our nameless love haunts every closed doorway. If I had spoken, you might know me. My fault hangs heavy in this tired chest. I loved you quietly and lost you in this long hush. I hope it never was.
Night rain taps on the tired glass. Fading light crawls across this room. Cold hands rest on my knees. Your old laugh hums in the dark. We talked in circles around our trembling hearts. Every near touch pulled back in fear. We loved too quietly. That was the heartbreak. I waited, you didn't come back. Empty doorways watch me lose my nerve. If I had spoken, would you stay? We loved too quietly. That was the heartbreak. Your eyes held storms and secrets. I read the waves, not words. We sat close, whole worlds apart. Silence grew wide like some dark bridge. Kept our hearts behind careful walls. Every soft glance turned into retreat. We loved too quietly. That was the heartbreak. Night rain hid the things I denied. My fault lives in each unreturned call. If I had spoken, I'd have held you longer. We loved too quietly. That was the heartbreak. You stood up slow, said nothing. The air broke first, then we photograph shaking in my wet hands. Love dies in rooms that stay quiet. walk through streets that know your name. Too late hangs low in the sky.
Night rain blurs the neon signs. Cold hands wrapped round this chipped cup. Your shadow sits in the old sea. Quiet room holds what I buried. If I had spoken when your eyes asked, would this fading light still know your name? We love without ever saying it. Photographs shaking in my tired hands. Trembling breath caught on your almost words. I waited, you didn't come back. We love without ever saying it. Cracked sidewalks, your laugh on my skin. Rusted benches, our secrets have grown. Your hand brushed mine, then slipped away. My fault, I let the moment drown. If I had spoken when your voice shook, would this fading light still hold you? Love without ever saying it. Crowded rooms, I chased your distant face. Every shy smile, a question half formed. I stayed still, afraid to be wrong. We love without ever saying it. One night, your eyes finally opened wide. The whole world paused around your silence. My heart screamed words my mouth refused. Fear is just love that never learned. Empty doorways grew between our steps. Too late, the truth walked out alone. Now days drift past like slow gray smoke. Unreturned calls ring in my chest. I see us clear in that dim cafe. Our almost life folded between sips. We love without ever saying it. Fading light stains the glass with ghost. If I had spoken, I would have held you longer. Now every quiet room repeats your name. My trembling breath confesses to the dark. We love without ever saying it. I leave the boot, but not the silence. Night rain hangs over the rooftop edge. City hum curls close then fades. Cold hands tucked deep in my coat. Your name drifts up with the smoke. If I had spoken when you turned away, would your shadow still cross my doorway? We loved in shadows and lost in silence, fading light over your leaving face. I waited, you didn't come back. Photographs shaking in my small hands. We loved in shadows and lost in silence. I see that cafe chip white cups, burnt coffee steam, your soft half smile. You read slow, lips moved on words. I watched you swallow the truth. If I had spoken on those dim mornings, would your chair still warm this quiet room? We loved in shadows and lost in silence. Empty doorways echo your quiet laugh. Trembling breath caught on your last glance. My fall sits heavy in my chest. We loved in shadows and lost in silence. Pier light shook on the dark water. Your cold hand slipped out of mine. You said some things are better unsaid. Bear the heartbreak softer when no one hears, babe. I bit back, I love you so much. Night took the words, left the bruise. Now the sky feels wider than us. Unreturned calls ring in my head. Every what if walks beside my steps. I carry your ghost like second skin. We loved in shadows and lost in silence. Fading light stains every street I cross. I waited, you didn't come back. If I had spoken, I'd hold you longer. My fault is all that answers now. We loved in shadows and lost in silence. I walk into the crowd whispering your name alone. Whispering your name alone.
Night rain crawls down the cracked glass. Small room, your shadow still leans near. 2 cups cold on the chip sill.
cold hands trace where you sat. I waited in this quiet room for answers, but every trembling breath just named my fear. And I loved you most when I stayed quiet, fading light on your half-empty chair, photographs shaking in my weak hands. If I had spoken, would you stay? I loved you most when I stayed quiet. Neon lit on that old cafe wall. Smile there, but your eyes far. We joked soft, skipped around the truth. Each small touch burned and slipped away. I waited in that crowded room for courage, but every trembling breath just kept me still. I loved you most when I stayed quiet. Streetlights hummed on your leaving face. Empty doorways swallowed each unearnest word. You didn't look back, I just watched. I loved you most when I stayed quiet. Silence grew wide, a dark, slow river. Our unreturned calls sank like stones. It's not love if we never speak, yet my heart knew your every ache. I would have held you longer, called it love, if I had believed I was enough. This room aches like a held breath. Your keys gone, the walls still know you. My fault lives here in the quiet. Too late hangs heavy in the night. I loved you most when I stayed quiet. You didn't come back, the door stayed closed. Night rain taps out all I left unsaid. My chest holds words that never lived. My fault is how I feared your name. I loved you most when I stayed quiet. Some faint dream, we finally dare say it.
Cracked windows, Sill, fading light on glass. Cold hands rest, tracing old dust lines. Quiet room hums with ghost words. Your laugh hangs thin in stale air. I waited by that empty door each night. my breath trembling, your name stayed inside. I would have held you longer if I had spoken your hidden name. Night rain fell between our eyes, photographs shaking in my weekends. I would have held you longer. We passed in hall, eyes turned down. Unreturned calls rang through quiet rooms. Walls grew tall around our soft fear. Love stayed unnamed, afraid to break. I waited by that silent doorway each night, my breath shaking, the truth still inside. I would have held you longer if I had spoken beneath that street light. Night rain blurred the space between us. Your shadow left, the sky stayed dark. I would have held you longer. You stood outside, just out of reach. My voice broke, no sound came out. The words drowned slow in night rain. Here we loved each other silently until silence stayed eyes. Too late, the wire between us snapped. My fault, I watched you fade away. Now I sit where your shoulder rested. City lights swim on the cracked glass. Your absence leans close, warm then cold. I count the chances I let die. I would have held you longer if I had spoken when you were near. Fading light stains our old shared walls. Quiet rooms echo the love unnamed. My hands stay empty, my chest still calls. I would have held you longer. Let night answer. Late sun spills across this worn table. Steam curls up soft as your breath. Empty doorway holds your fading shape. My cold hands wrap this paper cup. Our eyes once met, then slipped away, shaking. All that quiet truth sank under night. Maybe if I had said it once, night rain on glass spelled your name. Photograph shaking in my tired hand. I waited, you didn't come back. Maybe if I had said it once. Walked on words like fragile ice.
Half smiles hid the trembling breath. Every pause built walls between us. My fault sits heavy in this sea. Our eyes once met, then turned from truth. One bare word, then nothing broken stand. Maybe if I had said it once, those long nights side by side, not speaking. Your small laugh filled the quiet room. I held my tongue like loaded blank. Maybe if I had said it once. Last night with you still haunts the dark. Rain tapped time against the window pane. I reached for you, stopped in midair. My fear was louder than my heart. Love left in silence is already leaving. You walked away, you never looked back. Now days blur past this tired city. I live between almost and never. If I had spoken names you mind, I would have held you longer unafraid. Maybe if I had said it once, your coat still hangs in my memory. Quiet rooms echo the words I say. Too late to trade regret for truth. I lost you trying not to lose you. Maybe if I had said it once, I leave the cup and the unsaid with you. Night rain taps on the cracked glass. Cold hands wrap round your old mug. Fading light stains the quiet walls. Photographs shaking in my breath. We named it nothing, so it felt safe. Now the empty doorways know her name. We lost each other by never saying all those soft truths in our mouths. I waited, you didn't come back. Silence held tighter than your hand. We lost each other by never saying. Bookstore eyes, we hid in whispers. City park shadows watched us pass. Your eyes flinched when I reached out. We laughed instead, scared of the fall.
called it timing, we called it fate. But fear drew borders we never crossed. We lost each other by never saying. Rain on that corner, you looked away. My throat a grave for your real name. One trembling breath and you were gone. We lost each other by never saying. If I had spoken, would you have stayed or burned our small world to ash? Love dies quiet when no one risks it. I walk through rooms you no longer home. Unreturned calls ring in my chest. Too late hangs heavy in the air. Now I see loss was our own choice. We chose the maybe, not the fall. We broke on words we never voiced. Our great love never started at all. We lost each other by never saying. Each missed call counts what we let fade. I would have held you so much longer, let every fear fall at your feet. But I stayed silent while she disappeared. We lost each other by never saying. I live with a story we never spoke aloud. Night rain slides down cracked glass slow. City hum leaks through thin walls. Quiet room holds our ghost talk. Cold hands wrap round my own name. I waited, you didn't come back tonight. Every missed word hangs like fading light. We were always closer to goodbye. Photographs shaking in my tired hands. Trembling breath thinning your unreturned calls. If I had spoken in that night rain, we were always closer to goodbye. Strangers who knew more. Eyes met once and broke away fast. Brush of wrist and empty doorways. Soft half smiles and long gray weeks. I waited but you never turned around. Every unsaid truth became this quiet wall. We were always closer to goodbye. Streetlamp glow on your leaving shoulders. My fault echoing down the dark road. I would have held you longer than fear. We were always closer to goodbye.
Under that street lamp I felt us break. Love left unnamed was the slow knife. Because we were nearer the end than the start. Yeah. Silence was not shelter, it was drift. If I had spoken, if I had tried, maybe the fall would still be ours. Now dawn crawls in on pale feet. Dust on your mug, your chair, your side. Quiet rooms replay what I withheld. I lost you before I said your name. We were always closer to goodbye. Night rain returns but you stay gone. Each missed call rings in my chest. I would have held you longer than doubt. My fault lingers where your shadow stood. We were always closer to goodbye. I whisper hello to no one then sleep.
Night rain slides down the fog glass. Cold hands wrapped round this chipped cup. Your empty chair leans into the hush. Fading light stains your old place. I taste the words I never let fall. They burn my tongue, then sink like stone. Love lived in the silence between us. Trembling breath, we tried to hide photographs shaking inside my tired chest. I waited, you didn't come back home. Love lived in the silence between us. You traced that rim, eyes turned away. We shared small jokes, dodged the truth. My fault, I folded my soft heart, afraid one word would end it. Now every unsaid line haunts this room. Each quiet pause feels sharper than glass. Love lived in the silence between us. Soft night rain knew more than we did. Empty doorways hold our almost touch. If I had spoken, would you stay? Love lived in the silence between us. still close. Silence can be louder than goodbye. We lost the word before we tried. Unreturned calls ring through my thin sleep. Too late to learn how to bleed. I sit where you sat, years older. The air still keeps your slow breath. There is a calm inside this ache. I hold our ghost like folded paper. Love lived in the silence between us. Now every day repeats that soft crime. Night rain returned, asks what I feared. I would have held you longer spoken. I carry the word I never used. Love lived in the silence between us. Some love stay as the quiet we never named. Slides down the cafe glass. Your chair stands bare in the dim light. Cold hands wrap round a lukewarm cup. I watch the door, you never come. We sat so close, our hearts stayed unnamed. Every glance a storm we never claimed. We lost everything because we stayed quiet. Fading light on the words we hid. Trembling breath held back in my throat. If I had spoken, would you have stayed? We lost everything because we stayed quiet. Curled soft against my side, your small laugh shook in the dark. I felt your hand never reach more. Each touch a truth we would not say. We walked that line, our hearts stayed unnamed. Every kiss broke, we pulled away. We lost everything because we stayed quiet. Photographs shaking in my cold hands. Empty doorways wait for steps you keep. If I had spoken, I'd have held you longer. We lost everything because we stayed quiet. That last night hung heavy in the air. Your eyes said go, your mouth said nothing. My voice rose once, then fell like ash. Our love dies slow when you never name it.
small life we chose instead now feels like loss we never earned. I trace your face only in my mind. You stand so near, still out of reach. Unreturned calls ring in my own chest. My fault sits quiet in each missed word. We lost everything because we stayed quiet. Night rain hides the tracks of my tears. Quiet rooms echo things we never said. If I had spoken, I would have held you longer. Too late to mend this soft broken silence. We lost everything because we stayed quiet.